Mana are we playing the
PowerPoint. The assessment of SK Telok Kemang.
They are asking, Dr. Mana dekat chat box, they are asking for the link for the survey tu lagi sekali.
Okay. Saya bagi sekarang. Okay ya. Okay, baik sekejap.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, saya dah masukkan dah.
Okay. Kita akan mainkan video Teluk Kemang dulu ke? Macam mana?
Saya masukkan lagi sekali soal sekejap ya. Okay.
Alright.
Boleh nampak video SK Telok Kemang kan dekat YouTube?
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
Alright.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning everyone. So how are you? Are you good? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay.
Okay, so yeah. Happy to hear that you are very healthy at home. Okay, so today we are going to continue our lesson, okay, which is from unit the tailor-made. Okay,
for the first part of the lesson, I started it by explaining the objectives. Then the pupils watched a video of traditional attires. After that, we had a brainstorming session about the attire and discussed the importance of the traditional attire around the world.
Good, yeah. It's important, traditional attire is very important to show their culture, okay? So people around the world have different culture, that's make us special, right? So, and yes, with their traditional attire, they will be presentable. Okay, next is, how about Akil Faris?
I think to show respect and be presentable in any occasion.
Okay, good, yes. How about Adanida Lily?
I think to show their presentable.
Okay, good. So it shows that they are presentable. Okay. Next is, can you name other traditional attires that you know in Malaysia or around the world? Can I have Ivy?
Napan, teacher.
Oh, Napan. Also, where is it from?
Sarawak.
Good. So yeah, it's Napan from Sarawak. Okay, I'll proceed to Adanida Lily.
Sari.
Sari. Okay, so where do people who wear sari?
India.
Okay, yes. So the people from India or the Indian around the world normally wear sari as well. Can I have Najla then?
Hanbok.
Hanbok. Okay, so where's Hanbok from?
It is from Korea.
Yeah, Hanbok is from Korea. How about Hakim?
Kurta.
Kurta. So where's kurta from?
Arab.
Okay. Do you have anyone have other opinion about kurta? Where is kurta from? Probably Tashwin, can you tell us where's kurta from? Or maybe Hakim?
Pakistan.
Yes, so normally it's from the Indian people wear kurta, and it is becoming famous in Malaysia, right? Especially among the men for kurta. Alright, so I'm going to proceed to the next question. When do we wear the traditional attire? Okay, how about Putri?
At wedding.
Okay, good. So yeah, we do wear traditional attires at wedding. Other than that, Akil Faris?
We wear traditional attire for any celebration.
Good. So yeah, we do wear traditional attires for celebration, especially celebrations. And how about Najla?
We wear the traditional attires for any celebration.
Good. Yeah, for celebrations, for festivals. Okay.
So, thank you so much for this lovely recording of your class. It was really wonderful. I really enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, but I think we have not yet shown the full video to the participants. Shall we do it first, Dr. Miri?
No, I'm just going to raise some questions, then we
Oh,
play it, part by part after the
Alright.
time I said, right. Yeah.
Okay.
So, right.
so you're going to pose some questions first, or how? Is it?
Yeah, and then, all right, so do our participants hear us?
Yeah, they are here. They are already
Right.
here. Yes.
Right. So hello again, everybody, and very welcome back. Thank you so much for being super active during the first round of the webinar, in the first session. We do all appreciate that. So for the second part, we are going to analyze assessment or online assessment in action. We will watch some recordings, and then we try to discuss how online assessment is applied and how could we learn from it and make it better. So please feel free to share your opinion, to share your ideas, experiences based on your own school, based on your own students, and that is important because we need to apply to our own classes, which are radically or which are somehow different from other classes. If you are running even two classes, class A and class B, they are different. All right, so the very first part, is on somehow a listening task. Focus on the first part, which is a kind of warm-up or leading for the listening section or for the main scale part, and see how the teacher is assessing the students. Which means are used, which types of questions are used, and how could we make it better? So let's go for the very first part of the lesson. Doctor, okay, you can display it.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Let's watch it together.
Okay, Dr. Manan, ready?
Kita nak pasang yang tadi ke?
Yes.
Okey.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
Alright.
Morning, teacher.
Morning everyone. So how are you? Are you good? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay.
Good. I'm feeling
Okay,
okay.
so yeah. Happy to hear that you are very healthy at home. Okay, so today we are going to continue our lesson, okay, which is from unit the tailor-made. Okay.
For the first part of the lesson, I started it by explaining the objectives. Then, the pupils watched a video of traditional attires. After that, we had a brainstorming session about the attire and discussed the importance of the traditional attire around the world.
Good. Yeah, it's important. Traditional attire is very important to show their culture. Okay, so people around the world have different culture. That's make us special, right? So, and yes, with their traditional attire, they will be presentable. Okay, next is how about Akil Faris?
I think to show respect and be presentable in any occasion.
Okay, good. Yes. How about Adani Dalili?
I think to show their presentable.
Okay, good. So it shows that they are presentable. Okay. Next is, can you name other traditional attires that you know in Malaysia or around the world? Can I have Ivy?
Napan, teacher.
Oh, Napan. Also, where is it from?
Sarawak.
Good. So yeah, it's Napan from Sarawak. Okay, I'll proceed to Adani Dalili.
Sari.
Sari. Okay, so where do people who wear sari?
India.
Okay, yes. So the people from India or the Indian around the world normally wear sari as well. Can I have Najla then?
Hamburg.
Hamburg. Okay, so where's Hamburg from?
It is from Korea.
Yeah, Hamburg is from Korea. How about Hakim?
Kurta.
Kurta. So where's kurta from?
Arab.
Okay. Do you have anyone have other opinion about kurta? Where is kurta from? Probably Tashwin, can you tell us where's kurta from? Or maybe Hakim?
Pakistan.
Yeah, so normally it's from the Indian people wear kurta, and it is becoming famous in Malaysia, right? Especially among the men for kurta. Alright, so I'm going to proceed to the next question. When do we wear the traditional attire? Okay, how about Putri?
At wedding.
Okay, good. So yeah, we do wear traditional attires at wedding. Other than that, Akil Faris?
We wear traditional attire for any celebration.
Good. So yeah, we do wear traditional attires for celebration, especially celebrations. And how about Najla?
We wear the traditional attires for any celebration.
Good. Yeah, for celebrations, for festivals. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some of the pictures here. So the first one is kimono. It's from Japan. So it is a traditional attire from Japan. Okay, next is actually the traditional attire of the Russian. It's called sarafan. And next one is ao dai. It's from Vietnam. It's pretty, and it used to be famous among the Malays in Malaysia during, I think, 2000s. Okay, and next is this one is the celebration. What do you think this celebration is? Anyone?
Chinese New Year.
Yeah, good. It's Chinese New Year. Okay, next is what event is it? What occasion is this?
Wedding.
Yeah, it's a wedding. Okay, good job everyone for task 1 is the listening task, and we use
So,
quiz
thank
this
you.
lesson.
Doctor, would you please, thank you so much. Just stop it up to here. All right, thank you so much. Now we can have the chat box, the audience. So, please think about and share your opinion about the very first part. How were the students assessed during this part? All right. Let's see, the audience are going to help us with the assessment type here used. And Doctor, could you please help me with the chat box if they are sharing their opinions?
Yeah, I'm waiting for their answers.
Sure.
Looking at them. Yeah, checking the chat box now.
Sure. So, all right. The teacher started with a very warm greeting. That was great, lovely to feel the students feel comfortable and relaxed at the beginning, to know that they are really valuable to the teacher, their emotions, their feelings, their mood matter to the teacher. That was very nice and welcoming, great. To create a kind of warm atmosphere and climate in which the students can come out of their shells, can feel free and talk. And then one good thing, another good thing was about the objectives, letting the learners know about what is going to happen during the session. to make them aware of what is going to happen. That is great. Sharing the objectives or the goals of the session with the learners to be more metacognitively aware. So they know what is going to happen. So they are more likely to follow the course instruction. Otherwise, they don't know what is going to happen and they might feel somehow confused. And after that, okay, they watch a recording to actually have more ideas about attire, which is the topic of the lesson. And then they were involved in brainstorming. Okay, during this brainstorming or activating the students' background knowledge, some questions were asked by the teacher. Focus on the questions, and teacher meanwhile observed and gave feedback. That was the main means of assessment. Questions, observation, and then giving feedback. All right, and what was the aim of this part of the lesson? The assessment should be in line or in agreement with the aim of that stage of the lesson. This stage of the lesson was going to activate the students' background knowledge, to let the students share their opinions, personal experiences about this topic, attire. And meanwhile, you can teach some words or chants related to the topic. Besides, you are going to make them thirsty or enthusiastic about the topic. All right, great. So the questions, focus now on the questions. Did the teacher personalize the questions? Relate the questions to the students. For example, what kinds of attire do you wear? Or your parents wear? Your country mates wear at the weddings, at different celebrations? Yes or no? How many of you? Yes? No? So, did the teacher personalize the questions or not? All right.
Some said no.
Hmm?
Yes, there's some. Yes, the teacher elicited answers based on pupils' existing knowledge to make sure the pupils are aware about the topic and the theme.
Very good. Yeah, the teacher tries to elicit, first of all, to relate the question to the students themselves, and then elicit responses. But could we enhance it? Ask more personal questions. For example, like what? Which attire do you like more? Or which attire do you wear at your, for example, relative celebrations, friend celebrations, for example, and why? Which color do you like to have your attire? What is your favorite? So this is the point, you know, we can make it more and more personal and related to their emotions. Which one is your favorite? Which one do you wear at this celebration, at that party, for example? And what about localizing the questions? Relating the questions to Malaysia, to Malaysian culture and so on and so forth?
Selected type of clothes and the questions related to it. Yes, I agree with you, Doctor. The teacher needs to ask more personal questions.
And localizing the questions to Malaysian culture.
Context,
yeah, very good, to that context, to that local area. That was very good. And also international culture, talked about, for example, around the world, Chinese. What else do you remember, guys? Not only Chinese, Pakistani, and also Kuta, right?
The Korean
Korean, yeah, very good. So you see, local and international culture. All right, very good. And What about opinion? Did the teacher ask for a student's opinion or somehow just not memorize knowledge, facts? What do you think about it? What's your idea about it?
General questions.
So if general questions, we can ask, for example, what do you think about this one? Do you think it's beautiful? Which one is more beautiful? Beautiful on you, for example. So we can ask somehow opinion-seeking questions as well. But one good thing was about this part is being welcoming. There is no true or false answer during this stage because the aim is activating background knowledge. So the teacher accepted the ideas, welcomed them, encouraged the learners, and then, all right, said what? Said, let's go ahead. No feedback, no correction. But if we correct or if we evaluate or judge our learners' responses to be judgmental, if you are judgmental, they say that, the teacher says, I disagree with you, I don't like this answer, so they prefer not to talk. So the teacher did a good job to welcome the ideas, encourage them, okay, no worries, just share your ideas, share your opinions, share your responses. So at this stage, we should not be judgmental. We should be welcoming. But one suggestion to make the responses better, were the responses by the students short, single words, one phrases, or complete sentences? Short or complete? The students answered in one word or two word responses, right? So what shall we do? We need to let them know, first of all, that guys, this is not mathematics class, this is language class. So you need to give complete responses. For example, say that, all right, I've written something, for example. They said that quota. Oh, it's Chinese. Yeah, this is a Chinese, for example, attire. So the teacher says that, for example, student A, this, and then you show your fingers, for example, the teacher shows the fingers and said that to elicit complete responses. For example, you ask, do you like this attire? So that, yes. So that, yes. The student says, I like it, or I like this attire. So we need to elicit complete responses. In this way, our students can talk more, can share more, and we can diagnose the problems with sentences. And also, we activate the vocabulary knowledge. They learn how to use the vocabulary they have worked on. And we help their speaking more. And now, you are going to use a tool, online tool, in this stage. What can you use? You can easily use a poll. The polls are really applicable here, are really useful here to make it more somehow engaging. We ask some questions and then we say that, all right, for example, this attire comes from China, Korea, Malaysia. Okay, pick the right answer. The pictures, all the pictures. Then our students talk more and we can assess their responses. And also, one more point is about guessing. In language classes, guessing is great. When our students do not know, we need to ask them to just guess, because we are not aiming for collecting correct responses. We are going to create opportunities for them to talk. And the more they guess, the better it is, because they are talking more and more. For example, about the pictures. This picture, one student says, yeah, it is related to China. The other one, no, it is related to Korea. The other one says, no, it's related to Malaysia. The other one is related to Iran. I said, that is great. That is lovely, because you're talking, you're using the language. Yeah. And that is another suggestion for enhancing or creating more opportunities for our learners to talk more and to learn more. And then we have more opportunities to assess their knowledge and give them feedback. All in all, that was a very great job. Bravo, thank you. That was really lovely. Okay, if you have no questions, participants, we can proceed further and watch the second part of the recording.
Okay, let me ask them first if they have any questions. Doctor.
Meanwhile, you could use some other online devices to use a matching task. For example, match the pictures with the culture, or match the picture with the celebration. Even you could use Google Form for such activities.
There's one participant said here that we can relate the color of the Chinese wedding dress used to stimulate the students' knowledge of the culture, for example.
Oh, right, good, very good. That is asking follow-up questions. When we ask a yes-no question, for example, do you like it or not, say yes. So we need to ask open-ended questions. Why do you like it? Why do you think so? We said that in online assessment, we use more open-ended questions. Yeah, right. For example, the student said that this one is from Chinese culture. Say, how? Why do you think so? The student says, okay, because it is red. Yeah, more open-ended questions. So we start with a yes-no question, which is easier. After that, ask a more open-ended question. Ask for a reason for thinking. Why? Why do you think so? Why all the thinking? Sure.
Okay. Any questions from the floor? Any questions from the participants? If there is no questions, we shall proceed to the next video, Dr. MIRI?
No, to the second part of this video.
Oh, the second part of the video. All right, yeah. We have finished. Okay, Dr. Manan?
Yeah. Then we had a short quiz to see if the pupils could identify the attire mentioned. This is followed by the next listening task where the pupils listen to the audio again and list the information that they heard. The responses were recorded in quizzes, and after that we had a short discussion. The second task is a speaking task. Pupils were given information about 3 different traditional attire. They were required to choose one and talk about it. For this activity, we were using Padlet. Pupils recorded their voice and uploaded it in the Padlet. Then, teacher gave feedbacks through the comment section. Pupils could also rate their peers' speaking by grading 1 star to 5 stars. If we have time, pupils would volunteer to present their speaking.
So it will look like this. So I have my own example here. Okay, and I also recorded my own voice for the example. And the sentence structure here is given as well. So you can follow this structure. The highlighted one is what you can change, and also you can add on the details such as when it is worn or where can we try this attire and many more. Okay, so yes, so I could see that most of you have done it, and for those who have done the speaking, I also have given you the comments. All right.
I like to choose Model A because it is my favorite traditional attire. It looks very elegant and colorful. The Model A is from Myanmar. She is wearing a longi. It is made of cotton and silk. Longi is worn with a fitted blouse and a shawl.
Okay, so let's listen to Ain next.
Model C is from Indonesia. She is wearing a baju kebaya. It is made of batik. Baju kebaya is worn with a sarong, figure hugging, embroidered blouse, and selendang.
Tashwin, okay. Alright, I'm going to play yours, Tashwin.
I would choose Model B because it is my favorite traditional attire. It looks very simple and attractive. The Model B is from Korea. She is wearing a hanbok. It is made of silk and satin. Hanbok is worn with a loose wrap around skirt, an ornament, a hairpin, and a pouch bag. It is suitable for weddings or any cultural events.
As for the closure, pupils had to fill in a Google form as the exit ticket. Questions include 3 words that they remembered from the lesson, 1 thing they are interested in, 1 thing they don't understand, and a smiley rating. Sharing session would be done if there's enough time.
I'm done, teacher.
I'm done too.
Okay, good. Yeah, I can see that. I'm going to share. There is, so these are the people who have done. Okay, so I believe most of you have done it. Okay, can someone share the 3 words that you remember from this lesson? 1 person. I need 1 person to share 3 words you remember from this lesson. Okay, Hakim?
Attire,
Traditional,
Traditional.
culture.
Culture. Okay, good. Alright, so and then I need 2 person to share with me the things that you are interested in. So I was interested in. Okay, Ivy?
I was interested in other culture.
Good. So I was interested in other culture. And 1 more. Okay, Mirza.
I was interested in Japanese and Korean culture.
Okay, so yeah, from this you become interested in Japanese and Korean culture, right? Okay, so it's a wonderful day to have all of you today. Thank you very much, everyone, for your cooperation. So I think that's all for today. So good job for today and for completing all the tasks. So I hope to see you again next time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you again.
Thank you for your lesson.
Thank you, teacher.
All right, thank you. Now, everybody, again, think about the purpose of this stage, the goal of this stage of listening, to assess the students' listening, and then help them to apply, to use what they have just learned or listened to in their speaking. That is the aim of this stage. So we need to assess what is going on based on the aims. All right. Now, think about the ways that the teacher assesses the students' listening comprehension and also speaking later on. So can you type in the tools, the devices, and also the items or the ways? 1 minute, everybody. Put your hands to the keyboard. All right. So, Doctor, would you please help me with the responses?
Yeah, waiting, Dr. Miri. One person said Padlet there.
Very good. Padlet, and also for the first part, the teacher used I start with the initial letter, and you can read my lips.
Canva, is it?
Was it Canva?
Not sure.
Quizzes, right? Quizzes, and then Padlet. Yeah, and you see, that made it easier for the students to share responses, especially the student had time to record their voice and share it. Interesting, you see multimedia, using multimedia, not text, just using voice messages, and even they could upload videos as well, multi-dimensional multimedia. And then the teacher, okay, played them, played their responses, and gave them feedback. So all the students can focus on the response which was played, and then listen to the teacher feedback. That was superb. That was really lovely. I did enjoy this section pretty much. And now, my point here is focus on individualizing the assessment. What if our students are not comfortable with, some of them, or even one of them with audio, or her device is defective and cannot record her voice, her response. So do we have any other options for her? That is, we are predicting the situation, the problems, and we are getting prepared for it. So we can ask them, all right, if you cannot use the microphone, you can type in your responses to individualize it. If you are easy with the camera, so you can record yourself and share the video clip. And for weaker ones, even we can say that you can use a drawing, just draw what you understand, because the focus on listening comprehension, for example, the first part. As we talked about, just draw your comprehension of this audio file and then show it to the camera. Share the picture with us.
In the form of a drawing.
Yeah, in the form of a drawing for weaker ones. For weaker ones. Different ways, but the aim is the same. The aim is assessing their listening comprehension. And the good part was using the Padlet for this listening section for students to record their voices and share it. That was great. That was really great. That was great. But the point here is that if you have access to Google Meet, if our students are using Google Meet or are using Zoom, other platforms, they can easily raise their hands like this one and talk. Because our students might not be comfortable with technology. If they are not that much comfortable with technology, so technology might have some negative effects on their performance. So they are not familiar with using, for example, Padlet. Then their responses are short or they do not respond. So it is not because of the lack of listening comprehension. It's because of digital literacy, because they are not familiar with Padlet. So we need to keep our online classes pretty much simple. And also, we need to prepare our learners for using Padlet, quizzes, and polls. A couple of options, not so many options. 2 or 3 online apps or applications, tools. And one more thing. Remember, we said that teacher feedback, the students can self-assess, and also peer assessment. Did we have any case of self-assessment and peer assessment? We are going to enhance it right now. That was a great job to make it greater. Any case of self-assessment, the students assess themselves, assess their speaking, or peer feedback and peer assessment? Yes, no? Let's see. No, huh? Mainly the teacher gave the feedback. And since the teacher gave the feedback, the engagement of the students is probably low. The students are not that engaged. But when they try to correct themselves, to assess themselves, they are more engaged. They are more involved. They pay more attention. They listen more attentively. And it is good for their autonomy. Later, they are more likely to become autonomous learners. So that is one suggestion to make it better. And another suggestion is this one. When we give feedback, it is good to ask our learners to take some time to think about the feedback, take notes of it, and then modify or change or improve their initial response, such as this recording, based on the feedback. And then we ask them to do it again. We call it task repetition, to do it again. This time, they need to enhance their performance, to apply the comments, to apply the feedback, and then they make more improvement. So assessment in this way helps learning and education. But if we do not ask them to repeat the task, they might not care about the feedback. They may neglect it. All right. Anyway, all in all, again, that was lovely. That was really lovely. Bravo. Excellent job. Excellent. So shall we proceed and watch the rest of the recording, probably the last one?
Dr. MIRI, since it's already like almost 2 o'clock, so we finish the first video. Probably we don't play the second video. We'll finish off only with the first video. Is that all right?
Yeah, all right, Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Manan, we just play the rest.
Today we will continue our lesson. Okay, for English lesson, year 5 online class. Okay, so today we will continue with unit 3, wildlife. So who can tell me what is the name of this animal? Okay, it is a raccoon. Very good, you are so correct. Okay, show the picture of wildlife that you have to the screen. Okay, the picture. Now, show it now. So, I would like you to guess what is the name of the animal that Atia is holding. Who wants to try? Okay, Rahim. Rahim, I want you to switch on your microphone, Rahim. What is the answer, Rahim? A turtle. Okay, Rahim. I want you to switch on your microphone, Rahim. What is the answer, Rahim? Very much. Just now you can see there are some animals that your friends are holding. which animals
Very good.
do you
Thank
think
you
are
very
ugly?
much.
Okay,
Just
we
now
will
you
just
can
say,
see.
okay, all right,
There
down
are some
blobfish, BLOB is supposed to be right. Okay, Ikhwan, please, what is your answer? Type your answer in the chat. Okay, I
Content
think the ugly
standard.
animal
This
is
your
purple
content
frog. A
standard, and
purple
after
frog.
that
Unit
is
3,
one
the
is
theme
your
is
learning
world of
standard,
knowledge.
and
Okay,
last one. This
content
is the most
standard.
important
This is
learning
the content
objectives by the end
standard,
of the
and
lesson.
after
Most
that,
of the
this one
pupils
is
able
your
to
learning
listen to the
standard.
text and
And
write
last
true or
one,
false
this is the
correctly,
most
and
important
then
learning
use the correct
objectives by
form
the end
of
of the lesson.
superlative
Most of
adjective
the
to
pupils
complete
able
the
to listen to the text
sentences.
and
Okay,
write
take
true
out your
or false
textbook.
correctly,
Can
and then use
anyone
the correct
tell
form
me?
of superlative
We have
adjective
learned
to
this one
complete
before
the
this. This one is just a
sentences.
revision.
Okay, take out
Actually,
your textbook.
adjectives
Can
we have weird,
anyone
colorful,
tell me?
rare, ugly, and
We have
big. And
learned
this
this
one is
one
the
before
form of
this one is just a
comparative we have done
revision
before.
actually.
Weird
Adjectives,
become
we have
weirder,
weird, colorful,
colorful
rare,
become
ugly,
more
and big. And
colorful.
this one is the form of
Number one,
comparative we have
weird,
done
weirder.
before.
And what is the
Weird become
superlative for
weirder,
weird?
colorful
Okay,
become
weirdest.
more colorful. Number one,
WEIRDEST.
weird,
Let's check.
weirder. And what is the superlative
Okay,
for
thank you
weird?
very much. You
Okay,
are so
weirdest.
correct. Next one, we move on to Shamimi. Number two, try
Let's check.
Shamimi. What is the answer
Okay,
for
thank you
colorful
very much.
superlative
You are
form?
so
Most
correct.
colorful.
Next
Are
one,
you
move
sure
on
the
to
spelling is
Shamini.
correct?
Number 2,
Colorful.
try Shamini.
Can
What
you
is the
please
answer
write
for
down the
colorful
correct
superlative
spelling?
form?
Shamimi.
Most
Okay,
colorful.
let's
Are you
see the
sure the
answer.
spelling is correct? Colorful?
Okay,
Can you please
most
write down the
colorful.
correct
Very
spelling,
good.
Shamini?
I would like to
Okay,
choose
let's
Atya.
see
Number
the
one,
answer.
please read Atya. Look at my arrow, Atya.
Okay, most colorful. Very good. So I would like to choose Atya. Number one, please read Atya. Look at my arrow, Atya.
I cannot hear your voice. Weirder. And last one?
Weirdest.
Very good. Okay, next one. Azam. Azam, please read Azam.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Colorful.
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 Very good. Next one.
More colorful.
Very good. Last one.
More colorful.
Very good. Alhamdulillah. This is the things that you know. This is what we call as the formula. For the adjective, okay, you can plus ER and then you put then. Just like this one. Weirder than. Uglier than. Remember, if the last letter is Y, you need to change it into IER. The and then EST. Or the most. Oh, sorry. Y we change into IER. For superlative, we change Y into IES. Okay, IES. Listen to the audio and write true or false. Okay, please get ready with your textbook. Okay, turn to page 34.
4.
Okay, ready?
Unit 3. Reading. Exercise 2.
Blobfish, we love you. The blobfish isn't the most beautiful fish on the planet.
Okay, refer to page 34, textbook. You can write down the answer on your textbook by using your pencil. Okay, use your pencil. Write true or false. Do it now. Daniel Haikal. Okay, please type your answer in the chat, on the chat. Type number 1. Okay, true or false? Okay, number 1, Daniel. From paragraph number 1, the blobfish isn't the most beautiful fish on the planet and it isn't the most common. What is your answer? Okay, Shamimi said false. Okay, let's see. The blobfish sometimes lives in the river. False, you are correct. Where did you get the answer from, Shamimi? Switch on your microphone. Shamimi, please tell us, where did you get the answer from for number 2, paragraph number? Paragraph number 1, you are correct. It lives 1,000 meters under the seas, not in the river. Okay, list out the adjectives, comparatives, or superlative that you can get from the text. Please write the answer in your exercise book. So I will give you the form later, okay, in your WhatsApp group.
and you can do it later. Don't worry about that. Then don't forget, send your work to English Telegram group for checking session. You snap the picture, okay? Okay, we come into the guessing game time. Listen to the audio and identify the animal sound. Okay, make sure you listen carefully. Okay?
Unit 3. Vocabulary. Exercise 5. 1.
Indah. Give the chance to Indah again. Okay, Indah, what is the answer, Indah? What is the name?
So, some pictures, right? Good. Some pictures related to the topic of the listening. I just want to highlight one point. When we are going to use questions, the strategy is like this. First, we catch the attention of our learners. Guys, guys, listen up. And when we have caught the attention, say that, all right, listen to the question. For example, which animal is the ugliest? So we ask the question. And then we need to wait for 3 to 5 seconds. In online classes, which might be some delay, our students might get our voice with kind of delay. We need to count to 5 in our mind, wait for them. And that is called wait time or thinking time. So they get the question, they think about it, they prepare the answer, and then we can name a student. For example, we can say that Shamimi. It's your turn. But if you say that Shamimi, answer this question, what happens? The rest of the students probably do not listen to the question. So that, okay, she's going to answer. Why shall I bother myself? Why shall I listen? So first, catch the attention, raise the question, wait, give them some time to think, to prepare the answer, and then name the students. After that, if the response is one word or is short, you are not satisfied with it, you are not happy with it, we try to elicit longer responses. Ask a more open-ended question. And one more point was using opinion questions, personal questions, localizing the questions in order to enhance the quality of assessment. And also using some polls and some online tools such as Padlets. But one point was that using Telegram. So guys, take a screen of your responses, share it on Telegram. I will check it and give you responses to make it simple for our learners. So in some classes that they are not, digital friendly, they are not very familiar and do that technology. So okay, keep it simple. And the last point here is that at the end of the session, give them assignments. All right, for example, for the first video, go and do a research about attires in Malaysia and make a video clip or prepare a poster or prepare a PowerPoint file and next session bring it to the class and present it. Or write an essay about attires in Malaysia. Write a text, write a paragraph. Write some sentences to apply it, higher order thinking skills. Then they need to go there, go home, check dictionaries, check their books, talk to their parents, and do the activity. In this way, again, we can keep them involved, keep them in touch with education, with our classes, and then they practice more, they talk more, and learn more. Meanwhile, we can assess them and give them feedback. So I do appreciate all the participants, all the organizers. Thank you so much for being super patient, being cooperative. It's my honor to be with you, and I hope our path cross again. We have more meetings in the future, inshallah, and then reflect more and learn more with each other. Dr. Noor, Dr. Manan, thank you so much, and all the organizers that I'm not going to name. I do appreciate all your attempts. I know that you have gone through lots of hoops, lots of difficulties to pave the way for us. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best, dear participants. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Miri. Okay, thank you so much for a very fruitful session. I'm sure that all the participants will benefit from the input and the knowledge sharing. And because I can see from the chat box here in the YouTube where all of them, you know, they were so glad that they are in they participated in our webinar today, because they gained a lot from the sessions that the two sessions that we had with them. From the bottom of our heart, from on behalf of our institutions, okay, we would like to thank you, Dr. Miri, for your sharing of knowledge, for your willingness to accept our invitation, yeah, the same thing. We really hope that maybe one day again we are going to cross paths again in another sharing of knowledge sessions, and so I guess that's it for today. Okay, so keep in touch. I'll still keep in touch with you. Yeah, sure. Bye.
It's my honor. Thank you.
Thank you. We are honored to have you as our in this webinar. It's been such a very fruitful and knowledge. I mean, enlightened. It has enlightened lots of us. Yeah, especially the teachers. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Miri. Hope to see you again. Yeah, one day.
Sure, inshallah.
Thank you so much. I will still we keep in touch through the Insta. Yeah? Okay, that's faster.
Yeah. That is
thank you so much. Yeah, shukran jazilan. Yeah.
Shukran. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.